Hello and welcome. This is the Streaming Advisor, brought to you by thestreamingadvisor.com. And what we're taking a look at in this video, if you look in the left-hand corner, is Paramount Plus. When it starts up, it asks you to choose a couple of shows that you liked. So I chose a couple that I liked. But in general, when you take a look at this, it shows you a splash screen that allows you to find out that you can subscribe to Showtime. A lot of people had hoped that Showtime would be built into Paramount Plus, as a way of giving it a more premium feel, but it isn't. They just allow you to subscribe with it. Now, in this section at the middle of the screen, it shows devices that carry the app and doesn't show the Roku, but that's odd because Roku does have Paramount Plus. In fact, your CBS All Access app will change into Paramount Plus automatically. It does have an app for Fire TV, though when I checked it on the Fire TV, it still has the CBS All Access app. We do have a separate video on the Fire TV app, but you see, as of right now, Roku isn't on there. Apple TV, Android TV, Fire TV, and a number of other services are available. These partner offers are something that I didn't necessarily expect to see, but it looks like you can sign up for other services that you can add to your interest. I imagine this stuff must be integrated into the actual app here because I've never run across the Sports Live app on its own. So we'll just take a quick look at this and see what there is to see. But in reading it, there's a lot about college sports and pro sports, things like that. So that might be something more for the fall. What we're going to do here is take a look at the shows listed on Paramount Plus. And when you go to the normal show location, you just see kind of a mishmash of everything they have. Or at least popular things, because that's what it's on. But we'll look at originals. At launch, it doesn't have a whole lot of new originals. For Heaven's Sake is a new original that's launching with the service. And the Real World Homecoming is a reunion show for the Real World New York. And hey, welcome to Paramount Plus. A little late, guys. We've been here for a couple of minutes, but, it's like the person that's like the 100th person you've met when you move to a new town that says, I'd like to be the first person to welcome you to such and such. But you see that the Real World is starting off with just one episode for the season. I mean, it's not going to be the entire thing. But there is not a lot of really brand new, exciting things on the service at the moment. The original section here is very much the things that were on there in the first place when it was CBS All Access. But you'll notice even Star Trek, Picard, and Discovery, they're listed as Paramount Plus originals now, when before they were branded, like the app itself, as CBS All Access. In the movies section, there isn't anything new yet. The movies in general are going to be impressive once things get rolling. The next Mission Impossible, I believe it's Mission Impossible 7, will be on the service 45 days after it debuts in the movie theaters, and that's going to be the case with Paramount movies in general. They're not going in early or at the same time like HBO Max, but you will be able to see things a month and a half after they play. The other things to expect are the Top Gun sequel. So it looks like you're going to get a healthy dose of Tom Cruise, if there is such thing as a healthy dose of Tom Cruise. The Quiet Place 2 and some other things. They're also going to have, new original movies and TV shows. There's a whole lot that's back. There's supposed to be a Frasier revival. There's going to be a new show, a new Rugrats TV show, cartoon. In general, though, right now I don't see anything that they can hang their hat on the way that Disney could push The Mandalorian. Not everybody's Disney Plus To be honest with you, I don't think Peacock blew anybody's socks off after it launched either. But we were wondering if we might get a surprise, something that maybe they didn't announce. That's like, oh, wow, I didn't know this was going to be on there. And, right now we're not seeing that. You see that it breaks things up by kind of popular categories. You have a whole row of Star Trek. Paramount Plus / CBS All Access has always been seen like the Star Trek service. And you gotta hand it to them on the artwork. The artwork is really beautiful. Here's Star Trek Deep Space Nine. Some Trek fans say that is their favorite series of the entire franchise. Again, you have your originals here, but the sad thing is when you look through the originals, a lot of them only have one season, maybe two. But like other services, it breaks things down by the type of thing you're seeing, maybe where it comes from. It has a search here. Like I'm gonna just for the heck, I'm gonna type in Star Trek. Let's see if it has, say, like all of the Star Trek movies. And right now it does not appear so. But if you are a Star Trek fan, don't worry. Most of these movies live in other places. I think I saw them on Netflix recently. But, go into your basic search or justwatch.com and you'll see that they're available for viewing. Looks like Frasier's hitting a nerve right from the start. There's a whole lot of classic TV on, on Paramount Plus, and so you can kind of dive in with the oldest shows that CBS ever had, and even then jump in with all of their brands. Like we're looking at Comedy Central right here, and my goodness, there are so many stand-up acts and series available. It's one of the biggest libraries of comedy you're going to find. Boy, Anthony Jeselnik, maybe I don't watch that with the kids. If you've ever dealt with Anthony Jeselnik, he doesn't hold back. Little Trevor Noah here. Looks like the global edition didn't go all that far, does it? But again, there's a lot to see there. I've always liked the Comedy Central roasts. They're one of the more over-the-top things that they do, but you get a lot of really funny people, going after a lot of really funny people. So overall, this is not a big change right now from what you had with CBS All Access. There is supposedly a whole lot on the way. Hopefully, people will be able to get back into a real production schedule now that maybe we're coming through the other end of the pandemic. That has held up a lot of original production for pretty much every streaming and traditional TV channel out there. Right now, what you've still got is a very nice collection of everything across this corporate landscape of Viacom CBS. I'm looking forward to seeing the new movies, as well as seeing what are they going to do with these revivals. Some revivals have been really excellent, and some have gone absolutely nowhere. Is Kelsey Grammer going to be funnier now that he's an older, crotchety psychologist? We'll see. But let me know what you think in the comments. Is this something that gets you going, or is this maybe not enough to jump on at the moment? Please share this video with your friends. I hope you found it helpful. And as always, I'm Ryan Downey, the Streaming Advisor. Stream on, my friends.